What up, what up? This right here is the Idioms, episode 6, number 6, and I'm with my man.
House Shoes.
Check it out. This is my little new camera.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get some, like two shot. And it's like a gimbal too.
That's fucking crazy, huh?
And do all the following and got the 4K and all that shit.
Wow,
trying to be out there.
Hell yeah,
right.
Right.
Traveling though, because you don't feel like pulling the camera out, but you could be on the plane.
Right.
Somebody start acting up, you can just
Right.
you know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? A cop pull up like, oh, for real? Just So what's up, man? What you in the city for? What you back home doing?
Oh man, Christmas. Yeah, first time got the kids back.
Okay. This their first time?
It's my daughter's first time in Detroit. My daughter's first time on a plane. My son ain't been since he was a lap child.
Right. So he didn't really know.
He's 3 years old.
Yeah,
you know
so
what I
he
mean?
wouldn't even know anyway.
Yeah, just getting them with the family. My brother, his wife and their kids, they real close in age. So it ain't too much family out in LA for them. It's just been great just having them go in with the kids.
How they liking it here?
Oh, they love it, yo.
I mean,
got to see a little bit of snow. It wasn't supposed to be no snow. I was mad as fuck. I was like, man, it ain't gonna snow, yo.
Yeah, ain't no snow.
They got that little snow on Christmas Day. They was losing their mind, yo. And it was like a half an inch, and they was outside for an hour playing that shit. You know
and we got something today, so that's a good look.
Yep.
You think it's like when you have kids, you want them to kind of grow up like you, but you don't want them to have that same stress.
Yeah, no.
But you want them to have them type of memories, like a close memory. You want them to at least feel
absolutely what you felt. You know what I mean?
But you don't want the bad part, but you want at least just a little bit. So you think bringing them here, that'll give them that.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, it's just family's important, man. And as I've grown older, I've kind of grown away from my family because I ain't no family in LA. I got like a couple cousins and some shit out there.
And it's hard for people.
All my family's
to get
here.
People to come out to LA.
Yeah. So it's just really good to just get my kids with their cousins and the hours just disappear. They just having fun, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's fantastic.
So you had a couple of gigs out here too?
Yeah. After the fact, I booked the flights months ago, and we'll figure something out.
Oh yeah. Once you get here, just
put
something together.
Yeah. So we did the Thomas McGee's little Christmas party. That was dope. And then I did a little all vinyl joint at Motor City Wine. I brought back a bunch of my favorite records and shit. Not no like turn up shit.
Right.
Kind of turned down after all the holiday stress and shit. You know what I mean?
Chill out time.
Yeah, so it's good times, man. It's always good to come back,
What we got right here? What's this?
It's a little pen.
Okay.
Little weed pen. I quit smoking cigarettes about like 3.5 months ago. And I was on that Juul bullshit, that little vape shit. That shit is garbage. That shit was fucking me up just like cigarettes.
Yeah, they say sometimes it might be worse.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't got numbers on none of that shit.
It's new shit, so you don't know what's going on. Yeah. It's brand new shit you putting in your body. You don't know what's going on.
So I was on that shit for the whole time, and that shit like fucked up the other day. I threw that shit in the trash. I'm like, I'm done. Like, smoke my weed.
I mean, at least the weed one look cool. It look, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to look like USB drive and shit. Yeah, they got all kind of crazy technology. I mean, out in LA, they've been weed champions for years. They kind of new to it out here. They got all kinds of crazy toys and shit out there.
So, you've been working on too the corner,
Street corner music.
Huh? How that's been going?
It's going good, man. Consistency is the key. I'm very selfish. That shit is just all what House Shoes likes. Well, I don't fucking wake up in the morning and be like, yo, this is the hot new shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Right. It's all about documenting my taste in music physically. You know what I mean? Fuck all that streaming, free, listening, non-paying, buyers only shit. I mean, it's available on streaming platforms, but that's just because, it ain't a lot of money in a record. You press 500 copies of a record, 50-50 split, you might get a month's run out of that shit. You know what I mean? But that shit is equal to 1 million motherfucking streams.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's real, like it's tangible.
Fraction of a penny ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
So how many artists do you have on it?
I put out 53 records in the last 5 years.
That's a lot of records.
Yeah, anywhere from complete unknown producers to, you know, multi-platinum producers. Shit that I like, man.
So what's next up? Like any artists?
Oh man, I'm already in 2020, bro. I got like 15 for this year. I got a new album from just dropped a record from the homie Crime Apple. Grimy, he's from Jersey. Grimy rap shit, fantastic.
He was just on
Marked It Out, Rosenberg.
Yeah,
Body that shit.
Open Late. Yeah. Just saw that.
Yeah, he's great. New Stro Elliott record. Put out his first record a few years ago, and he didn't segue into the Roots. He's on motherfucking Jimmy Fallon every night now. You know what I mean? It's fucking great to see people making progress. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's real casual for me. It's super casual. Oh, you got some shit. Send me, you know, like the majority of the records on the label, I don't really take submitted projects.
Okay.
You send me all your music and I'm making a record.
Oh, you
like,
put it together.
Top to bottom.
Right,
I'm going to listen to all your shit. I'm going to knock it down to a folder of like maybe 15 to 20 joints, sequence that. And from that, you know, one of the song titles will fucking pop out as being like relative to the whole project. And then an image will pop up off of that. And we got a cover. And yeah, you know what I mean? It's simple, man. I got a nice situation over at Fat Beats. All I got to do is press send on the artwork and the masters and get test presses a couple weeks later, and then we got a motherfucking record.
That's that technology right there.
You know what I mean?
It's good sometimes and bad other times, but when you can put it to your use.
Yeah, absolutely.
It definitely works.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you holding up at the record store too, right?
Oh, got to. Got to have a foot in the record store a couple days a week. You know what I mean? Ground zero. Never know what you come across. Records is getting a little bit more scarce than they used to.
Yeah, because now it's getting to be, well, it was like a fad, like before, like came back to a fad, but now it's getting to the point where it's at Best Buy. And once it's at Best Buy, which is crazy, you walk into Best Buy and see records.
Yo, in LA, they sell motherfucking records at Whole Foods, bro.
For
real? That's so ridiculous to me. I'm like, you don't go in fucking, they ain't selling apples and oranges at the motherfucking record store. It's crazy. It's fucking popular, man. You know what I mean? All these fucking cheap-ass Crosley turntables motherfuckers got in their crib, destroying all these
USB port hookup.
Destroying all these fucking $40, $50 brand new records they got.
They gonna start bringing back VHS. They gonna like...
Oh, everything's gonna come back, bro. I mean, we were selling tapes like a motherfucker a couple years ago. You know what I mean? So it's all gonna come back.
People gonna be dropping their hot video on the VHS. Like, I got my video out, I pick up the VHS.
Right. Mini disc gonna come back, all that shit.
Even like the big disc. Like, oh, you're tripping. Everything coming back. People just love spending money, it seems like. They like, we need something to spend money on. Like, what can we buy?
Well, you know, everything is just, you know, it don't exist. I was talking to the homie on the way over here. You know, it's crazy how all that streaming shit, you know what I mean? Like iTunes, like, I don't give a fuck what your favorite album was in the last 20 years. You don't remember the moment you downloaded it off of iTunes.
I remember that time I clicked that download.
You know what I mean? Woo, that Compton album. I remember it was 8:59. I was on the West Coast. I was waiting for the midnight East Coast time. And, oh man, I remember that little circle started going around. You know what I mean?
About 8 songs in 2 minutes.
Yeah, man, I got to put my hands on it. That's why I started the label. It was in response to all that. You know what I mean? Because it's just something kind of wrong. You know, it's innocent, and I love. And another thing about my label is I just try to capture what's left of the innocence of fucking the music industry. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like there's a lot more than likes. It's a lot more shit important than likes. Motherfuckers killing beats and just content with putting that shit on their SoundCloud and having a motherfucker press a little heart button. Motherfucker could turn all that shit off tomorrow. It could be gone tomorrow.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But you know, if you're young and that's all you know, an outlet is an outlet.
Real shit. Yo, if this was our era, you trying to tell me motherfuckers wouldn't be streaming, whoop, whoop, all that shit, but that shit can go away. You know what I mean? That record ain't going fucking nowhere. That record's gonna be on the shelf at every house, or it's gonna get resold, end up in another motherfucking household. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is permanent.
Well, I think that's why it's good to be from like our era, because we from the era like right in the middle, so we know, like tapes. We know ADATs. We know records.
Some motherfuckers even remember 8-tracks.
8-tracks. We know black and white TV.
Yeah.
So everything that come now, we appreciate all that shit.
I'm like, damn, you had to get up and turn the channel.
Turn the channel like click, 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 and then when you didn't have the thing, you had to get the pliers.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You had to get the fucking aluminum foil and be like standing all crazy trying to get that shit to come in.
But coming from that make you just appreciate everything that's new now. So if you young, like say like your kids, and they see a phone, they already getting videotaped at a certain age. If somebody broke out a camera when we was young, he was like, a camera?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
everything is accessible now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there are positives and negatives to that. You know what I mean?
So how you liking the change in Detroit? Because I know like being here, it's rapidly changing. But when you live somewhere else, then come back, and then
it was real strange for a minute.
Right.
And it's still kind of, I tell people I like Detroit better when white people were scared to go there.
Right.
Because you knew the ones that was there for a reason.
Right. I like how you say white people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up. But times change. You can't fight time. You can't fight what it's going to be. You definitely can't fight fucking gentrification.
No.
As we've seen globally. You ain't going to fight that shit. It's going to happen.
Because if you're putting up stuff that people want to buy, people are going to come buy it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, well, only you type of folks can come hang out in this area.
There do need to be some protections, though, I think. Certain places.
Like what areas you think? Because like Midtown, I mean, it is what it is. But like what area?
Whenever anyone talks to me about this new Detroit shit, and I've been gone for July is 13 years I've been gone.
Right.
And I'd be like, the only thing they changed in Detroit is made downtown safe for white people.
Right.
And that's, you want to argue with me on that? You could try, but motherfucker, they made a fucking train that go from Midtown to downtown. Who gives a fuck about that?
And the thing is, it wasn't never not safe. I think they made it feel safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It just feels like it was you never went downtown. Nothing was going on downtown. Right. There wasn't really that much down there, unless it was a holiday, a festival, concert, or some sporting event.
Well, there's a lot of white motherfuckers. I mean, this is from experience. Yeah. Suburban white people that, motherfuckers would be terrified to take one step past 8 Mile. One step.
They heard these.
Let alone be, you know what I mean?
They heard these quote unquote stories of what went down there.
And you remember that movie Judgment Night?
Right.
That movie probably scared my father more than any movie he's ever seen in his life. That's his nightmare.
Right.
That's his worst nightmare.
Right.
White people.
Safe downtown. Well, they got the restaurants popping.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I really care about. I just need a place to eat. Right. Like in LA, there's restaurants on every corner. Just random, you be walking down the street, middle of the neighborhood, got a restaurant.
As long as Lafayette's still here, I'm good. That's all I need.
That's not about the Coney. So like Coney's, I never even liked
the Lafayette.
Because I'm from like the west side, so it was so many Coney's before you even got downtown. It's like, why am I going downtown? To get some Coney when there's like 20 of them before I get
fuck with Lafayette because, motherfucker, you get a Coney, you get a loose burger, you get some chili cheese fries. That's it. Fuck all that chicken fingers and fucking, this is it. We specialize.
The off-brand Coney, the Coney stuff, you want the original?
We ain't got no grilled chicken pitas in this bitch. You know what I mean?
Grilled chicken pitas,
I love it, but I love the fact that that's it. You know what I mean? Like, simple. I'm a simple man. You know what I mean?
Staples.
I've been there about 6 times since I've been back. And not White Castle a couple. I'm way too Detroit on my grimy food shit. You know what I mean?
White Castle never made it. It went like more New York and down south, but it ain't never go to the LA side.
Yeah, nah.
They got that Impossible burger at White Castle. Now I refuse.
That shit is fire.
It is?
I'm a fucking filthy eater, bro. Right. I'm the you ask anybody. I eat cheesesteaks. I just open up a can of Cheese Whiz and drink that shit like a 40.
Right.
Fucking man. But that Impossible burger, I ate it. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Do it taste like the?
It don't taste like a White Castle, but it tastes like a fucking cheeseburger.
Okay.
I was amazed because I DJ'd the fucking launch party for that shit at the Majestic with Royce and Dej Loaf, and that's all I was curious about the whole night. And I went and grabbed one of the motherfuckers. I was like, "Yo, I'll be a vegetarian if I could eat these bitches 3 times a day." But then I went back to LA and I got one from Fat Burger. And it's like, Fat Burger's fucking obnoxiously large. Yeah. So I like the little Impossible Burger. The big one is fucking overpowering.
You start tasting like what?
It just tastes like fucking onion. I'm not a fan of onion like that in the first place. It tasted like fucking onion meat. It was some old ass shit.
Yeah, I'm that Impossible probably worse. I mean, for you. Because they just making shit up. They just in the lab like...
Hey, give me some of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't step on that, though.
It's no meat in it.
It's crazy. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a couple other ones before that, just curious, because, I'm old and incredibly unhealthy, so I'm trying to figure out how to do something at least a little better.
A little bit. Some type of a little
like balance. Beyond Burger. That Beyond Burger is fucking... Shit tastes like an asshole. A 9-volt battery. It's terrible.
My thing is, I say, if you're going to eat a hamburger, you're going to eat vegetables.
Yeah. If you're a vegetarian, why you want to eat some fake-ass meat?
It tastes like something else.
And if you eat turkey bacon, fuck you.
I hate turkey bacon.
That shit is insulting to mankind.
I don't like turkey burgers.
That shit just look like something you shouldn't eat. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like a toy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like
Play school bacon.
Yeah. So I know you got like some good back in the day Detroit stories.
Oh shit!
I know you got something, one of those stories that, man, back in the day, blah blah blah.
Man, I'll be real with you. Like when we started doing, the DJ shit, I would always be drunk as fuck.
Okay.
And I'm not a drinker. Like at the crib, it'll take me like an hour to drink a beer. Mm-hmm. But just DJing, I always felt like, we gonna get fucking sauced up. And the more sauce we get, the more fun we gonna have, the less fucks we gonna get. But I already don't give any fucks. So I quit drinking for 3 months earlier this year, and I broke all them habits. So now I don't have to drink everything in sight to have a good time. You know what I mean? And I remember shit. Mm-hmm. It's I probably don't remember.
Shit's starting to come back to you like...
I don't remember like that. I remember like the other day, homie was like, man, Shoes, you remember when you opened up for that Madlib Freddie Gibbs shit, man? You was fucking hammered and you was killing that shit. And I was like, I don't even remember that party, bro. Literally. Mm-hmm. I'd say probably 80% of the shit that I done DJed in the last 15 years, I have no memory of. Right. Yo. No memory. Some old Detroit shit. Let's see. Fuck. I mean, God, it was just all the time. I mean, just like a Saturday, a regular Saturday in like 1995, I would go to the record shop, which was Street Corner Music. Right. And I named my record label after because it was the first record store that trusted me enough to like order music and spend their money, kind of curate what they was going to sell in the store in the rap section. And Angot was a mom and pop's distributor in the hood on Puritan and Linwood. So we get all our shit early in the week, and the popular titles would sell out by Friday. So we would do like a fill for the weekend. Okay. Shit would be a little bit more expensive, but a lot of people buy records on the weekend. They ain't working all week. So I would go to the shop. They would give me a check. I would go to Angot, pick up the order. My payment for the pickup would be either 2 12 inches or a tape or a CD. And so from 94 to late 96, at the absolute least, I got every major fucking hip-hop joint at least 4 or 5 days early, if not 3 or 4 weeks early sometimes. You know what I mean? So I would grab a bag on the way to Angot, roll up, get to Angot, whatever whether it was a tape or a CD. I'm talking about like Cuban Links, fucking Illmatic, the Infamous, like the greatest rap albums that ever came out. You know what I mean? Fire that bitch up, start listening to it on the way back to the shop, drop the package off, then I would leave there and do my radio show, Beats and Breaks, at Henry Ford Community College from like 1 to 3:30 or 1 to 4 or some shit. Then I would leave there, go to the hip hop shop for Saturday afternoon open mic. You know what I mean? That shit, those days are the most incredible fucking days, man. Like,
so your whole day.
That's just a hip hop ass day, bro.
Hip hop ass day, all
you know what I mean?
Through.
Woo, shit. Fantastic, man. Yeah, I mean, all them days in Jay's basement and just, from St. Andrews to, Cafe Mahogany, 1212, the Mecca, God, Club 808, so many joints, just ranging anywhere from hundreds and hundreds of people to like just fucking like 6, 7 people at a gig, slow gigs, but still banging the fuck out.
Still, the love and the passion still there.
Absolutely, man.
I wonder if like the younger guys now coming up in Detroit have something even close to that. Like younger. I mean, like, the older cats have been doing it. They probably meet up with whoever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's...
Is it a spot?
Like fellowship kind of community.
Like, you're going to be at the so-and-so this weekend?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they made a movie right now of current hip-hop in Detroit,
what would that shit be?
What would it look like? Not nobody over, 30. Everybody under 30.
Because I can't front one like... The rules changed. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it used to be like you had to kind of run the gauntlet.
Right.
If you was a dope motherfucker.
Yeah. You had to go through something to say something.
Like, and then like when Big Sean came out, no disrespect.
Right.
Detroit, successful, God bless you. And it's for the kids. You can't argue. An old ass man don't need to be arguing with no young motherfuckers about what the fuck music they should listen to. You know what I mean? Straight up. But I was like, where did he come from? I ain't never heard. I had literally that was the first time I heard his name type shit, and he was on like Def Jam or already type shit.
Well, it was a girl I knew, and she was always liking Big Sean and had a bunch of mixtapes.
Okay,
and was always playing them, and I'd be listening like, oh yeah, I like it. You know what I'm saying? But in those days, a mixtape had like about 35 songs on it, so you get through about
you gonna find a few of them.
Yeah, you find a few of them, but you get tired of listening. Like, I need somebody to filter this and bring it back to me. It's like,
give me the EP.
That's the same thing with Kendrick. His mixtapes, he was rapping good, but it needs something to filter it so you can appreciate the music. And when you got with somebody and they can break it down, just like how you doing with yours, you get an artist and say, okay, you got about 30 songs, we gonna not put these out, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
because it's a way. That's a reason they had A&Rs back in the day and stuff like that. Because people now they put
lost fucking art, man. That shit, the record industry ain't shit. Fuck all you cocksuckers, man. Like, Jesus Christ, metrics. That's all it is now. It don't matter. You could be on that bitch taking a shit, but fucking 450 million people listened to that shit yesterday. Let's sign it right now. We ain't got to do no work. This shit is totally self-built. You know what I mean?
The numbers. Just look at the numbers.
Fuck the music industry, yo. I don't have no parts of that shit. If they want to drop some money off on my terms one day. I remember I was a motherfucker in my crib a few months ago. He's like, Shoes, you trying to tell me you wouldn't sell street corner music for $5 million? I'm like, bitch, 50. I sell it for 50.
Right.
That's my whole life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And once you sell something, it's no longer yours. Right. It's over with. You might still have some type of control over that shit, but you sold it. So
take a couple pictures here and there.
You might be like, have a conversation with them about something once in a while, but they're gonna ruin that shit. Yeah. They're gonna ruin it. So you gotta figure out what the fuck you gonna do next.
Especially like if I see you in dire need and you on the street. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I never,
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be up against the wall.
I work at a record store 2 days a week. Mm-hmm. I get a very nice wage.
Right.
And, a man who owns the spot fucking pays overtime on the daily. I work 2 full days a week. That shit pays my rent bills all month.
Damn.
Straight up.
2 days.
2 days a week. I've never relied on my art to pay the bills. Because once you start doing that, your shit gonna suffer. You might have a bad month. That means your shit gonna shift a little bit because you need to pay your fucking rent. What's gonna suffer? Your creativity.
Right. Because you're trying to do something.
I'm good on that. My shit's, I gotta always love that music shit. I can't put music in a position where it's make or break. Because if I didn't have music, I would not be as good of a father. Let's just say that. Because my children are the most important thing. But if that music goes, I'm not trying to be beating my kids and shit just because I'm in a bad mood.
Trying to scramble to figure something out, being stressed out.
Nah.
So how you like, I know traveling is a big part of your your work.
Great.
I know you be off in Australia. You go to Australia like every year.
Yeah. About to head back next month.
Next month?
Australia, New Zealand, China.
Yeah, because I've been to Australia and in Tokyo, but I haven't been to New Zealand yet.
That's the finish line for me.
Right.
That's where I want to end up. Absolutely.
Like living wise?
Yeah, absolutely.
I heard it's beautiful. Like I heard
it's beautiful. The people are beautiful. The energy is beautiful. Like, you out there for a couple of weeks, you get back here and you can just fucking cut the tension in the air with a fucking knife. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's fucking stressful. Over there, it just ain't that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's pretty wide open. It's like it's not like crowded.
Right.
It's not like real wide open spaces, a lot of ocean views and whatnot.
beautiful beaches, beautiful. Oh man,
you just gotta make.
Because you know when you travel, people got it twisted. You know, they think that you out here like it's a fucking vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no, I've been to Paris 7 times and still ain't seen the Eiffel Tower.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The last time I went to New Zealand, I finally got some days off. It was fucking incredible. Went and got the ocean, hot springs, and just going and seeing some shit. Fucking glowworm caves and shit. You know what I mean? Yo, it's so good, man. Yeah. So good.
Sink water got methane. Plato Plomo, Anaerobo, Stelladoro, the best thing. West Wing, AR-12, coping with Tourette's King. Oval Office with deep throat, y'all better keep low. They repo and all the charges and Zetos. Overall, the motor car was flamingo. Y'all sniff up every K when I grip the Mac. Watch out for the ring though. Turn the Spud into a Pringle. Bumble clock comedy. Gotta be money with ink on it from a box robbery slovenly. Go look it up, that's how you